Hello everyone. Welcome to Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt. That is me. Tonight is May, I think it's the 25th, 2024. I just wrote it down on something and I completely forgot what day it was, but I know it's Wednesday and it's time for Zens-Day Wednesday live, and I am here for you tonight so you can sit back and relax and I will do the work, and my work is drawing and painting. So before we get started, I'm going to do a little bit of housekeeping. Oh, I see Erica is with us. Hello, welcome. And oh yes, where was I? Housekeeping. Today has been a weird brain day, everybody, so I'm warning you in advance. So, housekeeping. If you're here live with me, thank you so much for being here watching live. Sassy Studio Dog is very sassy today, so you may hear her barking in the background. For those of you who are watching in replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay for me down in the comments. Oh, I see April is here. Jennifer is here. Hi, Jennifer, and Catherine, because I know she's watching with. Hi. So put hashtag replay down in the comments for me so I know you stopped by, and thanks for watching in replay. And for those of you who are either live or watching in replay, go ahead and give me some thumbs up, give me some little hearts, bring on the comments, bring on the questions. Tonight I will be showing you how I make some of my little sacred geometry drawings. I've showed you before how I design them. I've showed you before how I kind of ink them in, and I have one that I'm working on. It's actually a little bit larger than the ones I have been putting out there. Oh, I see Ms. Delina is here. Hello. Welcome, my dear. And it's a little larger than the other ones. It is 5 by 8, I think. 5 by 7, something. You'll see it. Anyhow, I will be working on that a little bit later. But first, we are going to do the monthly painting, and tonight is first dibs. Last week I took the night off. It was the first live that I had ever missed. I just didn't have the energy to do it, so I gave myself permission to have the night off and to rest, relax, and recuperate. So now I am back. I am ready to go. My brain is not fully on this evening because I've got some menopause fog going on, or perimenopause fog going on. So just bear with me tonight. I appreciate you all being here very, very much. So monthly painting. Last week we gave a title to it, or we should have given a title to it. So I went ahead and titled it because we didn't have anybody put in any recommendations for a title. So I gave it one of my own because I am a professional and that's what I do. All right, so here we go. This one is ready, all ready for first dibs. And this is the monthly painting for May 2024. It is called Frosted Waters, and it is whites and blues. It is 8 by 10 and is $200, and that includes free shipping in the continental US. So here it is, dun, da, da, all in its finished glory. Jennifer says, love it. Yes, I know you're a fan of the blue paintings. Got kind of a little bit of a glare going on. I'm trying to get it moved around so you can see it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. This spiral came out almost perfect on this one. So I am very, very, very pleased with it. So if you're looking for a monthly painting to add to your collection, let me know. Oh, Cinnamon is here. Hey. I just knocked over a couple of paintings that I'm going to show you. So last night I went and picked up my paintings, my 2 paintings that were in the Arizona Artists Guild show. This one is called Purple Rain. You can see better pictures of it on my website, but it is back here at home, safe and sound in my studio. So if you are waiting for it to come back from the show, it is now available. And of course, Peacock Rain is also back from the show and is once again available for purchase through my website. If you would like either of these paintings, they are on www.saholtstudios.com. That is my website. Or you can just message me here and say, ooh, I want that one. Let me know the title of the one you want, though. Okay, so that is all of the super businessy stuff taken care of for the evening. And now I am going to go ahead and move my camera down to point towards the desk, my work surface. And I'm just going to work with you on this drawing while you watch. So, get all my stuff kind of organized where I want it. Mostly where I want it. All right, there we go. Here we go. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so this is the little drawing I'm working on. And I'm going to change over to my higher powered glasses because some of these little spaces that I'm going to color in are a little small for my aging eyes. And that is okay. I'd rather have aging eyes than no eyes. That's kind of a creepy thought, isn't it? So I have a very limited color palette. I am using Prismacolor colored pencils. This one is yellow orange. This one is carmine red. This one is crimson red. And then the super pinky one is red quinacridone. There's a different name for it in the English part because it's printed in English and French, but I have I have gotten the pencil worked down so far that I don't have the English part left, just the French part, because this is one of my absolute favorite colors. And oh, I should show you these. I have these little pencil extenders. So when a pencil gets really, really short, it's hard to get the angle and the pressure right for putting the color as deeply as I have it into my drawings. So these are just little extenders that you can buy at any arts or drafting store. It's a collar that you put the pencil in, and then there's another collar on top of that, and you just tighten that down. And then it's got a wooden handle. I've got several different varieties of these. These are some of the new ones I bought, and they don't hold the pencil in quite as tightly, so I can just pull it out. In some of them, the pencil does get held very, very tightly, and I cannot budge it, which is fine. Both have their pros and their cons, but they are all really, really super helpful if you have short colored pencils. I can get these down to probably about an inch long before I can't color with them with one of these anymore. So that is a tool that artists use and draftspeople use as well. So let me see where I want to color and what color I want to put down today. Kind of stuck right here with these because I have all of the colors kind of touching just right in a row, and I really want to do something. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna eliminate the ones we have next to it. So we're not gonna do the pink, we're not gonna do the red, and we're not going to do the yellow orange. So that leaves me with the crimson red. And I am just going to go through and mark these like that, so I know what I'm doing. Because there are days where my brain just does not know what it's doing. Today is one of them. I think instead of shading this little area, I'm going to make it really dark and bold, because I've shaded pretty much everything else already that's on here think I want to give the eye a little place to rest as you're looking around this design. That's one of the marks of a really skilled, practiced artist, is do they give your eye the space to rest? Like, I can look at everything on here and everything is shaded and everything is tinted and it's a lot in a small space, but do I have a place where I can just focus on one color? And I do not have that yet, so I'm going to put it right here, because everything else kind of draws your gaze around the picture, the drawing. So I will give your eyes a little break right here. Then I'll shade everything else. I have different brands and types of colored pencils. When I'm doing shading, I really, really love the Prismacolors because they are soft enough to shade with and to blend. They are made for blending. Some of the other colored pencils have a really, really hard texture to them. They're not necessarily made for blending like the Prismas are. Oh, sassy dog. Okay. So here we have it touching the red, we have it touching that, we have it touching that. So we're going to go with the yellow orange. That's how I kind of figure out what color is next. What isn't it touching? Especially out here on the outside edges of everything. When I have a starting point, I make sure I can have everything kind of around that area, and then I go through and make sure that there's not a red next to red or pink next to pink. And if there has to be, then I shade them a little differently. So we'll go through and we'll shade these. And I have I have a blending stick, which is basically a colored pencil stick that doesn't have any pigment in it. So it's just the stuff that the colored pencil is made out of without any color. And I'll show you that once I get these very lightly shaded in. And I go really light at first, because if I go really heavy like I did right next door to it, I can't have a lot of different values, and value is how dark or light, or the word is not enriched, but that is the word I have in my head. Saturated. So I get different saturations, and I get a nice set of values. So I get this, light, darker, medium dark, and then dark. And that's what I'm going for. And then I go back. Oh, I forgot my pencil sharpener. That's okay. That's okay. I usually color these and shade these when I am watching TV at night, because, not going to sleep till 2 a.m. When my husband goes to sleep at 9, I want to do something that's quiet. And since my studio is right outside our bedroom door, I don't want to have the light on and wake him up. So I just get my little coloring on. I get my art on the couch. on the other side of the house so I don't bug him. And I watch my K-dramas. Been into the K-dramas recently. I think I just found an interesting show that's not a K-drama, which, for those of you who know me, will shock everyone. But it's got Stanley Tucci in it, so how can it be horrible, right? He's an excellent actor. Just finished episode 1. I don't remember what it's called, but it's interesting. It's got a good premise to it, so I'm hoping to be fully entertained. And I hope that me coloring these for you tonight is entertaining for you. Okay, and then this is my blending stick, so it's literally just the stuff without the coloration, without the pigment in it. And that allows me to get a nice smooth blend. So I don't know if you can see this, but I have a very light with the white and the color up here, and then I have some of the pigment by itself. I should probably show you over here. So light is with the white, then I have a mid-tone with not saturated pigment, so I don't really press down really hard with this section, and then I use this to blend it in to make it look smooth. And then at the bottom I have the entire just pigment from the pencil. So this just blends it all in, makes it look super smooth. Doesn't give it those little choppy lines in between sections. So there we go. And then I use my brush instead of my hand. And this is a brush you can find at any art supply store. And the reason I do that is I don't want the oils from my hands getting into the paper, because it makes my paper waterproof and colorproof, and it repels the pigment and whatever else the colored pencil is made from. And also it really cuts down, I don't know if you can see this, but there's little dots of color here that I'm gonna have to go back and erase anyhow. But with this, since it's got so many bristles, it picks up the pigments instead of pulls them across the page like your hand would. And so I'm not getting all these little kind of color pigmented skid marks across the page. That's what this cuts down on. So that is tip for the week. Use a brush and don't touch the bristles with your fingers down here where it touches the paper, because then you get the bristles get conditioned basically, and they will not pick up as many of the pigment particles as you need it to. Okay, let's see. So we've got that one, we've got that one, we've got that one. That's going to be this one. And I'm working with a limited color palette here. I have 4 colors plus white and my blending stick. And they are complementary, not complementary. They are colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. Where is my color wheel? Here it is. So these are red, violet, red, red, orange, and yellow, orange. So I don't have a true orange in this mix, but they're all kind of warm colors, and they are next to each other on the color wheel. This is a color wheel. And I love color theory. I find it a lot of fun to play with. And I will use color theory a lot in the art that I create. If I want to make something really jarring, I will use complementary colors, which are two colors that are exactly opposite each other on the color wheel. Or if I want to make something really bright and shiny that that really grabs your attention, like red and green. Christmas colors, traditional Christmas colors for those who celebrate, are opposite each other on the color wheel. And you know that red and green really, really stand out against each other, and they kind of vibrate off of each other if it's the right tints, tones, and shades. And I don't necessarily love that color combination myself, but I will use color combinations like a blue violet and a yellow orange, and I'll make sure that one of those is a stronger, bolder color than the other one. So one of them kind of takes a backseat highlight place, and the other one gets the kind of the forefront bolden in your face place on the canvas or on the paper in the design. So yeah. When I was going back to college in my early 30s, color theory class was was one of my favorite classes, and it has served me well until today. I'm still using all the information I got there, all the knowledge. And I know some of you are asking why there's a really bright line right here in between this section and this section. That's because I went ahead and put a white base layer up here at the top in a line before I put the colored layers on, the colored pencils on. That gives me a really nice bright white line that delineates one section from another. And those bright white lines that I have also give your eye a kind of a break. It's a very visual break. Like I have one here, and I have one here, here's some, and here. And that way the color doesn't completely take over the entire image. I have a lot of little drawings like this that the color really does take over the image, but I want it to. It is a design choice. Okay. So I've got this whole little section done here. I've just got these to go. I think I will work on those on my own. Oh, and this is just a notebook cover that I glued to the notebook back, so it's got a little bit less give to it, so it's got a little bit more structure. But this is a really nice smooth surface that I can color on and not get like ridges or little squares, hatch marks from whatever the surface is, or like the modeled surface of my work table here. Sometimes I really like that when I use colored pencils, but a lot of times I just want the saturated color to be on the page without any of that stuff from the surface underneath. So I have this, and that's why I'm working on that. So let me move the camera up to my face. Da-da-da. Here I am. Oh, you see Carrie is here, Liza is here, and Dee is here. Hello, hello, everyone. And Jennifer says, ooh, the pencil extender is so cool. Yes, right? Pencil extender will save you some money because you get to use really short little colored pencils. It's fantastic. So, hold this up. So if you have any questions for me, if you want to purchase any of my art, go ahead and let me know. And if you want to commission me, you can always email me at susan@saholtstudios.com. Other than that, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the live Zens-Day Wednesday show this evening. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about color theory and colored pencils and the fun stuff that I love to do and love to create and love to make for you. And that is going to be it. Thanks for watching right here on Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt. I hope you have an artful rest of your week and weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.